Hi everyone, thanks for checking out another InfoSec Hub video. Today we're going to talk about another InfoSec concept, and it's the DMZ. And DMZ is a military term standing for Demilitarized Zone. Here you see a very simple overview of a DMZ. So here on the WAN side, wide access network, is the internet. So connections can come in from this side, and this is being your router switch. Here goes to the firewall, and the firewall will block most of the services. But you see here www, which is a web server, this is a mail server, and this is a DNS server. All these servers have their own unique port number. So requests coming from the internet to an IP address that corresponds with one of those servers, connecting to a port that corresponds to one of those services, will be accepted. Here you see a web server, a mail server, and a DNS server. What else can you run on the network? Yeah, FTP server, and that's port 21. If an outside connection comes in here and connects to the IP address that belongs to this network here, this internal network, and it's looking for port 21, it will probably be blocked because there's only a few holes in the firewall for the web server, mail server, and DNS server. So those are the only holes in the firewall that network traffic from the internet will be accepted to one of those servers. The FTP is not being one of them, so that's probably be blocked. DMZ, Demilitarized Zone, is standing between the internet and the internal network. So if you are a client here on the internal network and you want to send an email and you run your own email server, you can connect through the firewall here to this server, and this server will then connect to the internet to send out your email. So it's really like a zone between the two different networks, the internet and your personal internal network, the local area network LAN. DMZ is something of the past, I would say, especially in this day and age where most of the things are cloud-based, so it's already on the internet as well. But if you have certain servers that you have running on-premise on your own network, so to speak, it would be a very wise decision to create a DMZ so that all the requests will not go to your internal network, your local area network, but will here go to the DMZ. And he comes from the internet, so like a visitor cannot connect to your internal network. So this is where the firewall makes sure that all the connections coming from the internet to the specific port numbers of the specific servers with the specific services, only those are accepted and all the rest is being blocked. Also here from the internal network, you can connect to your local servers because they run on your local area network, but standing in between the LAN and the WAN. DMZ. It's quite of an old concept. It's still being used, especially by people and companies that have servers running on their own network that need to be accessible from the internet and from the local area network. And this just adds another layer of security. And the firewall guards the two networks from each other. And that's what they always do. So also in the case of a DMZ, the firewall either allows or blocks traffic. So here's another information security concept, and today we talked about the demilitarized zone. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great new week.